Good morning. Let's talk about what a D-SNP or a dual eligible means and what a chronic or a C-SNP means. All right, so let's get into it. What is dual eligible? Dual eligible means that you are on Medicaid in the state that you're in. Medicaid is determined state by state. It's all pretty much the same, but each state has their own guidelines on how to get approved. So you have to get approved first with your state for Medicaid, but you're also on Medicare. So why would you want to get on a Medicare Advantage plan that combines the both? Well, you would want to get on a dual eligible plan or a D-SNP because it gives you extra benefits like more transportation. And in some cases, it gives you food benefits. And these food benefits do not affect your SNAP benefits either. So that's always a plus. Who doesn't want some extra food money? So on top of the food money, sometimes you'll get more over the counter. Over the counter is when you can go into a drugstore or a store or look through their catalog and order things like deodorant and toothpaste and, necessity things, sometimes protein shakes, depends. All of those kinds of things are in those categories and you can buy those. And then you get your ancillary products like more dental. On a D-SNP, you get more dental than a regular Medicare Advantage plan. You get hearing, get a little bit more of that, and then your eye care. You will get more of an allowance for glasses or contacts. And then also the gym, and sometimes they throw in some extra things like I've seen pet food added in there. And somebody will say, well, why are they putting pet food in there? They put pet food in there because, look at me, I'm out walking. You're going to be out walking, getting some exercise. It's good for your health. It's good for your mental health. And so if they help you pay for dog food or cat food because you like playing with your kitties and things like that, you're going to be in better spirits and you're going to take better care of yourself, hence leaving the healthcare costs lower for you. Then I've also seen things like Orange Theory on there or a cycling class. I mean, limited amounts, but I've seen them. I've also seen things like there's a carrier somewhere that actually pays for 2 rounds of golf throughout the year. Why? Because the same thing. It makes you happy. It makes you feel good. It makes you want to take care of yourself to be able to get out and do these things. I've seen Fitbits on there. I've seen Apple Watches, all kinds of things. So that would be the reason why you would want to get your Medicare and Medicaid and get onto a D-SNP or a dual eligible Medicare Advantage plan, also known as a Part C. Also, if you're a veteran and you use VA benefits and you qualify for Medicaid, I strongly suggest all veterans have Part A and Part B. But if you have Part A and you have Part B and you use the VA and you have Medicare and Medicaid, why are you not on a Medicare Advantage plan for a D-SNP to get all of those benefits? You don't have to use civilian doctors. You can continue using the VA all you want because that's what you like, but you can reap the benefit of the extra benefits. All right, so now let's talk about a C-SNP, a chronic needs plan. What are they? A C-SNP is for anybody that has heart disease, lung disease, diabetes. If you have those, you qualify for a C-SNP. They have to be verified by your doctor, so there'll be a form that your doctor needs. The carrier will mail to your or send to your doctor, and they will fill it out and send it back in to the carrier just to show, yes, you do. They're not going to take our word for it. They need proof from the doctor. So why would you pick one of those? In some instances, it will keep your medication cheaper, gives you extra benefits. There are some C-SNPs or chronic needs plans that will give you a food benefit, increased transportation. Like maybe your inhaler is super expensive, but on a chronic needs plan, because you have asthma, it's a little bit cheaper. So there's always reasons why you would want to get on these plans and do these things. But let's cross the street here. Okay. But it has to be, you can't just be like, oh, I have asthma, let me get on this chronic needs plan. If your doctor doesn't fill out the paperwork, then you're going to be kicked off of it. So anyways, that is the difference between a dual eligible or a D-SNP, Medicare and Medicaid, and a chronic needs plan, a C-SNP, when you have lung disease, heart disease, or diabetes. All right. If you guys have any questions about C-SNPs, D-SNPs, or Medicare Advantage, or Medicare supplements, put them in the comments. Don't forget, we are on YouTube now, so go over there and like, follow, and share. Have a great day.